We are looking at that wind out there as we go through the afternoon, still adding the extra bite to the air. And that wind is just going to make the cleanup efforts, thankfully not 1 to 2 feet in most locations, pretty problematic as we go through the remainder of the afternoon. This is one of those scenarios that wind now is just subtly starting to change direction. You remember that as we go gradually through time here, that we did have a wind out of the north and northeast. Well, that wind now has started to shift a little bit more north-northwest. And while that is a very small difference in wind direction, it is a drying wind. And it also means that area of low pressure is currently making its closest pass and will, from this point forward, start to gradually move away. And I think that is the key heading into the remainder of the afternoon and the evening. But I'll tell you, Haley, this is one of those winds that as it's happening this afternoon and you're out there cleaning up, you could be out there shoveling your driveway or your sidewalk or your back porch, and another wind comes in and takes that fluffy snow and puts it right back where you were cleaning up. Yeah. This can be aggravating this afternoon and this evening. And kind of the other part of this is the fact that we're going to have the wind chill to go along with it. And that is the real biting part of this, and part of this that I think, as we've been talking just about pure numbers for accumulation, that this is something that everyone's going to be dealing with the cleanup efforts later tonight and into tomorrow.
And it's not going to stop because the winds will be blowing around. So even if you go out now or even an hour before bedtime, even tomorrow morning, we'll be dealing with blowing snow throughout much of even the day tomorrow. So that's pretty crazy. Wanted to show you what's happening in Sunapee. Earlier we showed you this webcam and you could see the land across the lake, but that is not the case right now. Reduced visibility almost everywhere across the state due to the snow moving through and just the winds blowing it all around. This is Strawberry Bank in Portsmouth. Actually not too bad visibility. You can see some of those cottages down the way, the historical cottages. Portsmouth at 18 degrees currently, but that wind, as we were talking about, out of the north-northwest now, but 25 miles per hour, making a wind chill of 1 below. That's brutal when you're out there trying to snow blow, shovel, make snow angels. So we'll continue to have the snow coming down, particularly in the southeastern part of the state where we've had some of these heavier bands. And look at this. So you see those darker shades of the purple just south of Hampton, so through Seabrook Harbor there, and then extending into places like Newton, Kensington, Plastow. And then it looks like there's a band of some heavier snow just on the south side of Chester through East Derry, slicing through Hampstead and Salem, and even into the Wyndham and Hudson area. Pelham maybe getting in on some of the heavier snow action too. And it looks like there's a band as well in western Hillsborough County out to Jaffrey. So the snow certainly will pick up at times, then it's a little bit lighter, and then you get some of these bursts too, like through the Conway area and even Berlin. Certainly light the more to the north and to the west you are, but it's still coming down. You can see visibility for the first time actually in Whitefield is greatly reduced down to below a mile visibility there. In Plymouth, about a mile, half mile in the Laconia area as well as Rochester. 0.2 miles visibility in Portsmouth. So we continue on, and actually just dropped to a quarter mile there in Portsmouth. So we continue on with the whiteout conditions near blizzard-like conditions, which have been continuing through the afternoon. We showed you the wind gusts, but still up near 35 miles per hour at the coast. Now, we had a high tide earlier this morning. We are at low tide right about now, and then we're going to be coming up to another high tide at 8:56 tonight. So I wanted to give you a heads up that certainly the strongest winds, the heavier surge is behind us with this storm, but there still may be some splashover at the time of high tide tonight and minor coastal flooding. So that's something we're going to continue to monitor as well as we go through. But Kevin and Mike, we are just so grateful here that we did not have a bigger impact at the coast in terms of the flooding. I know this morning there were a couple of areas, certainly along the south shore of Boston, that were really impacted.
Yeah, I mean, you can imagine if this had panned out with 1.5 foot of snow, and then you have the winds blowing this all back out on area roadways, what this could have been this afternoon with the wind and, you know, that potential, thankfully, with the fluffy nature of the snow, the lack of outages as well. All of this worked really in our direction.
It's a really good point. And Mike, it looks like we've got Durham a half a foot there.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tough to measure. You've been pointing out with the winds, right? I mean, you go and see a foot of a snowdrift and then there's bare ground right next to it. But do your best to try to get those measurements if you can, because it's probably one of the most difficult challenges here. Generally between about 4 and 6 inches of snow so far in and around Derry through Durham, New Ipswich, Manchester, Hampstead. All of these numbers are going to be changing in the coming hours as the steadiest snow from this nor'easter is been moving through in the last couple of hours and will up until about 8 this evening. Then it's all done by 11 o'clock tonight. Blizzard conditions are still going to remain along the coastline right through the course of the evening. And even after the snow shuts down falling, the wind's still active that we may see near blizzard conditions at times just due to the blowing and drifting snow around. So that'll be very tough even after the snow is done. And of course, those winds are putting quite a bite in the air. The wind chills at or below zero statewide overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So major nor'easter. This storm bombed out last night into this morning. Basically, that means the central low pressure continued to drop at such a rapid rate that it classifies it as a bomb. Bombogenesis. That's what occurred last night through the present time. This is played out with a lot of big nor'easters that affect us here in New England and New Hampshire. And right on the northwest edge of these powerful coastal storms is where we see the heaviest band of precipitation. So nor'easter gets its name by winds primarily building in out of the northeast. Right now at the surface, though, as Kevin pointed out, they're shifting around to the north and eventually the north and northwest. Overnight tonight, that'll put an end to the steadiest of the snow. But some impressive snowfall rates not out of the question here. As you can see, some darker blues popping up just to the east of the Queen City. The rates could get up there near 1.5 inches to 2 inches per hour for a few hours, giving us the heaviest snowfall that we've seen during the entire storm duration, but also a defined back edge that we'll be approaching and moving through by later on this evening. So we'll be tracking that along with the very cold air and gusty winds as the storm moves out later on tonight.